Who is the top villain in Hajime no Ippo? Who is the worst guy ever? I've ranked the most evil villains from unpleasant to the devil himself. And let's see if you can guess who my number one villain is. Let me explain the tiers real quick. Unpleasant is someone who's generally not cool to be around with. They don't do anything bad but just say uncomfortable stuff all the time. Bad person is someone who actually does bad things, lie, take advantage of people, and they are always selfish. Helping other people will never occur to them. Now the demon is where it gets different. This type of person goes out of their way to hurt people. The demon enjoys it and they enjoy seeing people in pain. It's a hobby for them basically. It doesn't make sense to normal people, but the demon gets hot when someone breaks an arm. The devil is so evil that we can't even imagine what he's trying to do. People get hurt when he walks past them and he doesn't even realize. He doesn't even see people as people. They are just ants to him. Only he is important. But sometimes he does things with a strategy in mind, like punishing an arrogant person so their ego doesn't grow too big. First off, Umezawa. The old Umezawa, not the new reformed good guy. I think the old Umezawa was an actual bad person. The stuff he did and said to Ippo was not unpleasant but actually bad. That's why it's even more impressive how he came back from that. Then there's Mr. Sakaguchi, aka 1 feet tall Don King. I would say he's a bad person. Not a demon because he has only his money in mind. He doesn't care about his boxers at all and he might give them a bad deal, but he doesn't go further than that. Then there's Iga. Honestly, you might think he's a bad person, but in reality, it's not his fault. His coach brainwashed him with some black magic and he was just a blind dog. I'd say unpleasant at most. And while we're at it, Iga's coach, Maron aka Baron. This guy is a bad person. He let his boxer go through unnecessary punishment and even tried to lure Ippo into signing his contract. And he would have ended up doing the same black magic shit to him as well. But what about Hammer now? He looked like a bad person, didn't he? He was super disrespectful to Aoki and Kimura. But again, think about why he did this. He wanted to alienate them so he could suppress his soft side. He did this to gain Ippo's respect. I think unpleasant is all he gets. Not a single demon. What a boring ranking, right? Wait, we forgot someone. Sawamura the meat lover Ryohei. This guy was so twisted that he's easily demon level. This was a proper villain. Even in the opening for the 3rd season, the animation of his shadow with the red eyes was super creepy. The man stabbed his dad when he was 9 years old, bro. And he tried to eat Ippo's meat. Pause. His sadistic tendencies are easily demon level. Do we have anyone else in demon? One more, I think. And of course, it's Brian Hawk, aka Brian Hawk. Don't get me wrong, I like Brian Hawk. But this guy is so evil that he just started boxing because he wanted to be able to legally kill people. When his coach found him in the streets, he was in the process of killing a dude with his fists. And then he disrespected a whole country on television. This guy is almost in devil tier. If it weren't for his mental breakdown, he might have gotten it. And the mental breakdown brings us to the devil himself. Thought I forgot someone, huh? Nah. Takamura is the only one in the devil tier. You think I'm exaggerating? I'm not gonna show it on screen, but the things he did to Aoki alone are so bad that they might have influenced the decision to make season 4. Or to not make it. But I think he bullies Aoki because he wants to keep him grounded. He knows him from the high school days and back then Aoki thought he was the shit. And Takamura even randomly punched Mr. Sakaguchi across the hallway when he was angry with his own performance. Remember that? He said everything was Sakaguchi's fault and then he had to take a shit because he was so angry. He's his pure self. That's why he appears so evil as well. He doesn't pretend. He says and does whatever he wants to. He locked up a whole bar and beat up several boxers because they talked behind his back. Once he even pulled Tomiko's cheek and told her she was wearing too much makeup. Even Keith Dragon called him a demon. So at the very least he's that. But by default Takamura needs to be 1 tier higher than everyone else. So this ended up being a Takamura is the best video after all.